Hi everyone, welcome back to Being with Somi. If you are new here, I am Somi, and if you are not, then you are awesome for coming back. Thank you for coming and supporting me. You know what this month is? This is June. And do you know what happens in June? In June, I am born. It's my birthday month. This year, I will be turning 24. Throughout my years, I have learned so many lessons. But here are 24 brutal lessons which I have learned. And there's a disclaimer in this video. I'm going to be really honest. So this video is only for the tough souls out there. And if you're not a tough soul, then feel free to skip this video. Okay, I hope now only the tough souls are here. All my tough souls, without any further delay, let's get started. Lesson number 1. Liberation from the past and forgiving yourself is true freedom. Most people are living in their past. If something bad happens in their past, they will constantly bring up, constantly retell the story, and then constantly relive their past. But what I have learned this year through doing meditation is liberation from the past and forgiving and loving your past self is freedom. You would feel so light. So one day while I was doing meditation, I felt most of my past stories just getting ripped away. It was a very gentle rip, but I all of a sudden felt this sense of lightness. And then when I was trying to think of my past, my brain was not letting me think on the past. It was like, you have this present moment, be in the present moment. And during the Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat, if you haven't seen that video, I will post the link down below. Make sure to see it. But during Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat, I was able to forgive my past self and then love my past self. Now we are one unit. That is also a freedom. So I don't have this burden of my past and then the burden of the mistakes done by my past self, because my past self took the best decision she could through the knowledge she had. So she did her best in the past. Lesson number 2. Like drugs, most people are addicted to the feelings and emotions of suffering, complaining, and struggling. You would see like people would have no problem complaining about things, pointing out what went wrong in that situation. If you stop telling them to, okay, you cannot complain about it, or you should see on the other side, they would suddenly get irritated at you, or they wouldn't like that. It's simply because that's their known. For years, they have been complaining, struggling. Even if they don't like the state they are in, they wouldn't want to move out of it, because the state they are in, which is of suffering, it is known to them. If they move out of that state, like feeling abundance, feeling amazing, that's unknown to them. Their nervous system thinks that if they constantly complain, if they constantly suffer, they will be safe, because for years they have been doing that and they are being safe. Lesson number 3. We are all connected. We are all part of one consciousness. Therefore, it is very important to treat people nicely, because the way you are treating people, the same way you are treating yourself. If you are hating another person, that same hate is also coming to you. If you are loving another person, that same love is also coming back to you. So be conscious of how you are behaving. Lesson number 4. Procrastination is not laziness. It's your nervous system afraid of moving to the unknown. As my last point, your nervous system is happy staying where you are, even if you are not emotionally happy, because your nervous system is designed to keep you safe. It thinks that, okay, right now we are present in this moment, that means we are safe. No need to go outside of it. Just be here. If we start working towards our dream, if our dream things start to come true, we would have to leave our current life, current state of being, and move to another state of being. And that another state of being is unknown for the nervous system. So if you are procrastinating a task, don't think you are lazy. It's your nervous system simply wanting you to be safe. Lesson number 5. People are meant to come and go from your life, especially when you are leveling up. Every person is meant to stay with you for a phase of life. Some people are meant to stay for 3 weeks. Some people are meant to stay for 6 months. Some people are meant to stay for years. And some people are even meant to stay for like 15 plus years. It is part of your life to constantly gain and lose people. Lesson number 6, which I learned, is every single emotion is important, be it a negative one or a positive one. You have to allow yourself to feel every single emotion. No emotions is small. If something is hurting you, that means that's important for you. So feel it. Feeling every single emotions is very, 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 very important. I have also made a whole video solely based on this topic, which I will also put in the description down below. Lesson number 7, keeping your life private is a form of energy protection. Whatever dreams you have, whatever goals you have, your financial information, your next career steps, you should keep everything private until and unless you have reached that goal, because everyone is energy and you never know who has what intentions. You never know, they also might not have intention to hurt you, but sometimes they would feel like jealous or envious, and without meaning to, their energy will still affect your progress. And especially if you have a big dream which is unrealistic, people would tell you that this is not possible, how can you do that, and that sometimes can hinder your process. I have a story with this. So when I was applying for the visa in the US, my mom strictly said, do not tell anyone that we are applying for US visa, and I accidentally told one of aunties I was applying for US visa, and the first thing she said was, oh beta, it's so hard, how can you do it? So many people give the visas and they get rejected. It's very hard, have a plan B. Then I realized, okay, why my mom asked me not to tell it to everyone. I have a friend who is into dancing. She was dancing, and then one of her dance partner's mom, she said, oh wow, you dance really good. Wow, that's amazing. And next day, my friend, she broke her leg and she couldn't go to her dance competition. This is how people's energy can affect you. Let your actions speak rather than words. Lesson number 8, in order to achieve your dream life, you literally have to become a different person. And I am not talking about leaving your hobbies or leaving your passion, changing them. No, you will have to think differently, act differently, believe differently. You will have to become a whole different version of yourself. I have experienced that your personality creates your personal reality. For example, if you are an introvert who do not like talking to people but wants to go into public speaking, you literally have to get out of your comfort zone, start talking to people so that you can eventually start talking on stage in front of a huge group of people. Similarly, if you want to be an athlete, you need to get up and work out. You have to be a person who loves working out, who loves running. You literally have to become a different person. Lesson number 9, appreciate the people around you and do something good for them. People add so much value to your life. Don't you think it's also our responsibility to add some value to their life as well? So that's why it is really important for you to appreciate all the people around you. Appreciate your parents, appreciate your boss, appreciate your friends, appreciate your colleagues. Give them compliments and make sure that those compliments are genuine. Make them feel special. Lesson number 10, every hard situation in your life is an opportunity for you to practice becoming the person you want to become. For example, if you want to be good at setting boundaries, you will get people who will test your boundaries, and that will be your opportunity to practice the boundary setting. If you ask God to make you calm or make you kind, they will not just inject that quality into you. He would give you situations to allow you to practice kindness, practice calmness. He would put you in situations where you would feel so angry, and that's the opportunity for you to practice calmness. The more you practice, the more calm you will become. The more you practice setting boundaries, the more you would be able to set your boundaries. Lesson number 11. Like, again, this is a harsh truth. You are 100% responsible for your own life. Blaming your parents, blaming your friends, blaming your boss, blaming your colleagues, even blaming your past will take you nowhere. By blaming other people, you are literally giving your power to those people. The sooner you take your power back, the sooner you are the person driving your car, your train, the sooner you will feel liberated, light and happy. From my experience, the moment I let go of my past, I felt very light. And I also feel like blaming others gives a message that you don't want to take responsibility of your life. Because the moment you stop blaming others, the moment you realize that it's in your hand how you will live your life, it will, create a sense of pressure or a sense of, responsibility to work towards your life and achieve it. And consciously, subconsciously, we do not want to take that responsibility. That's why it is very easy to blame others for how we are. Lesson number 12. We do not chase things for the things itself. We chase things for the feelings we think that thing would provide. For example, the reason why most people want to have a partner because they think that having a partner would make them feel loved. So we want to feel loved. That's why we want a partner. But here's what I learned this year, which is all the feelings you want to feel are already present inside you. There was one moment where in Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat, he asked us to think of a goal. I thought of a goal and then he made us do meditation. I think it was changing box meditation, and then he asked us to feel those emotions that we thought when we have a goal would feel. And I felt those emotions and I felt it so much that I actually didn't want that thing anymore. Then I was like, it's okay if I get it or not because I have already felt the emotion which I wanted to feel. So we chase things because we want to feel a way. That's why we chase things. The thing itself doesn't have value. The feelings that it gives us, that makes it valuable. The 3D world, the reality is a game, it's a simulation, and we are the players playing the game. We get to decide what characters we want to become. We get to decide what powers we want to have, and nothing is fixed. If you think that something is fixed, that means you simply do not want to take the responsibility for it. In school, I had a personality of a very shy person. In my parents-teacher conference, one teacher said to my mom that your daughter doesn't speak. If she continues like that, she is not gonna be able to make friends in college. And look at me now. I have good friends. I changed. If I could do it, you could do it. Lesson number 14. You cannot change people until and unless they themselves want to change. Oh my God. During my undergrad, I spent so much energy behind people just so they can look at what's truth and just so they can change. It was so tiring and it was so frustrating. They would not change and they would listen to you, but they would only do what they want to do. So that's why I have learned that people will only change if they want to change. Lesson number 15. Be selective with advices. Only take advice from those people whose result you also want. If I want to start a business, why would I listen to a person who is stuck at their 9-to-5 job and not doing any business? I would ask from people, are in 9-to-5 job but are also working towards their business or already have a successful business. So only take advice from people whose life you want to live. Be extremely selective. Lesson number 16. Listen to your intuition and your gut feeling and not the words spoken. Just because people are nice to you, it doesn't mean they have their best intention at heart. I know it's hard about any situation. It's very important to listen to your heart and listen to your gut as well. Do not think like, let me give them a chance. Lesson number 17. Don't compare other people's path to your path. You should only be concerned with your own life. What do you want? Where are you heading to? Where are you right now? That should be your main concern. You do not have to constantly check like, oh, what is she doing? What is Stacy doing? That's none of your business. That's none of your concern. Yes, you can look to other people's life to know how far you can go or what all possibilities are there, because comparing others' life to your life will only hurt you. Lesson number 18. Spend at least 1 hour with yourself alone. No gadgets, nothing. Be with yourself alone. Spend time with yourself alone. That will make the relationship with yourself stronger. Time to time, it is very important to assess all the beliefs you have and then asking yourself, is it my belief or did people around me think that and then I have also accepted it as my own belief. So these check-ins, where your headspace is at the moment, it is very important. So spending at least 1 hour a day without any phone is really important, because I have gotten some ideas which I wouldn't get if I would be on my phone or watching a show. Lesson number 19. Be patient. Am I really great at that? No, I am not. If I want something, I want that thing in that moment only. Trust me guys, I'm working on that. Lesson number 20. The power of meditation. Stillness is very important. You have no idea how much our brain runs with all those thoughts. I remember like the first 2 days of Dr. Joe retreat was the hardest for me because I had craziest monkey mind. I hardly was able to focus on meditation. I would be really honest with you. And the first time around we did 45 minutes of meditation. I know that I only meditated with concentration for 6 minutes max. Rest 39 minutes, I was just thinking of random thoughts and I was feeling very frustrated. So that's why practicing stillness, processing thoughts which have like a strong emotions in your body, it is very important to process them so that they can move out of your body and then you can create space for new emotions. Lesson number 21. Go on solo trips. Last year, I went on my very first solo trip and that was the best time I ever had. Because when you are on your solo trip, you would get to know yourself. What do you actually love? What experience do you want to live? What do you want? What is your choice? Another perks of doing a solo trip is you get to do those things again and again and again for multiple days, and there would not be anyone telling like, we did it yesterday. When I went for my solo trip, I went to IHOP for consecutive 2 days. I really loved it. So you should definitely take a solo trip. Lesson number 22. Talk to strangers. Of course, keep safety in mind. Be safe. Check all your surroundings. But whenever you feel that everything is safe, everything's alright, and you get an opportunity to speak to a stranger, talk to them. Get to know them. Get to know their story. We are human beings. We want connection. So connecting to a stranger would make you happy. And the second thing is you would get to learn so many different things from them. You would get to learn about more possibilities which is there. We're almost there. 2 more lessons. Lesson number 23. Look forward to stuff and look forward to plans and reward yourself for your hard work. One thing which me and my friends we used to do in college was we used to say, okay, if we are going to work for this hours, after we are done working, we can go to a store and do shopping. So that was the stuff we were looking towards, and that made us want to do a our work sooner so that we can go and enjoy it. After every hard work, give yourself some rewards and make it fun. Romanticize your life. Make your life fun. Lesson number 24. Do not gossip. Gossip creates a very negative energy around you. You are putting your energy towards other person, focusing on what the other person is doing, what tea is there for the other person's life. And remember, a friend who is gossiping about others to you will 100% gossip about you to her other friends. This was all the lessons I have learned in my 24 years of life. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next week. I love you guys. Let me know what all videos you want me to make in the comments down. Have a great weekend ahead and your week ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.